We are given 5 raised to the power of multiplied by 25 raised to the power of a, and it equals 50. And we are asked to find the value of a. Now, before you do anything, I want you to pause and really look at this. Don't blink, because if you do, you might miss a tiny trick that will make this problem look like a walk in the park. And yes, most people get it wrong if they rush. Seriously, I've seen even smart people make mistakes here, just because they skip the first step. Now, first, notice that 25 is not just some random number. It's actually 5 squared. Think of it like the nerdy cousin 5 who just loves powers. It's basically 5 in disguise. So instead of writing 25 to the power of a, we rewrite it as 5 squared to the power of a. Already, this is looking simpler, isn't it? Now our expression is 5 to the power of a multiplied by 5 squared to the power of a. At this point, remember the golden rule of exponents. When you raise a power to another power, you multiply the exponents. So 5 squared to the power becomes 5 to the power of 2 times a. Can you see that? If you missed that, go back, because this is a step that can save or ruin your whole solution. So now the expression is 5 to the power of multiplied by 5 to the power of 2a. Look at that. Both terms have the same base, which is 5. And whenever the bases are the same, we can use this magical rule. A to the power m times a to the power n equals a to the power m plus n. It's like algebra magic happening right in front of your eyes. So we add the exponents, a plus 2a, which gives 3a. So now the expression becomes 5 to the power of 3 equals 50. Now, here's the tricky part. 50 is not exactly a power of 5. You can't just look at it and say, yep, that's easy. Nope, we need to bring in the superhero of the story. Logarithms. Take a log of both sides. Log of 5 to the power of 3 equals log of 50. And here's a cool property. When you have a log of something raised to a power, the exponent comes down like it has VIP access. So 3 times log 5 equals log 50. Don't rush here. This is the part where many people make tiny mistakes, and those tiny mistakes blow up later. Now we want to isolate a, divide both sides by log 5, and on the left, log 5 cancels out. Easy, right? So now we have 3 equals log 50 over log 5. But let's make this even more interesting. 50 loves drama. It's not just 50, it's 5 times 10. So log 50 can be rewritten as log of 5 times 10. And here's a rule that is so neat you want to write it down. Log of a product equals log a plus log b. Apply here. Log of 5 times 10 equals log 5 plus log 10. So now 3 equals log 5 plus log 10, all over log 5. Split the fraction, and you get log 5 over log 5 plus log 10 over log 5. Log 5 over log 5 is 1. Yes, 1. And now 3 equals 1 plus log 10 over log 5. Wait, hang on, we're not done yet. 10 has secrets too. 10 is actually 5 times 2. Sneaky, right? So log 10 becomes log 5 plus log 2. Divide each by log 5, and we get log 5 over log 5 plus log 2 over log 5, which is 1 plus log 2 over log 5. And don't forget the previous one. So 3 equals 2 plus log 2 over log 5. Here's a fun fact. Log 2 over log 5 can be written as log base 5 of 2, a fancy trick called a change of base rule. And yes, it's as cool as it sounds. So 3 equals 2 plus log base 5 of 2. Divide both sides by 3, and voila, I equals 2 plus log base 5 of 2, all divided by 3. That's our solution.